Have you or your family ever been reined in on vacation?
Oh yeah.
Us too. And thanks to our Aunt Sharon and Uncle Pete, we have a solution for that now. My name is Heather Klein, and I want to share with you a game that we call Farkle. You can buy the game in stores, but you don't have to. All you need to play Farkle is a set of 6 dice, a cup if you wish to roll with the cup, a pencil or pen, and paper to keep your score. Now that I've told you what you need, I want to tell you how to play the game, and I'll start with the rules. To get started, each person will roll 1 dice, and whoever rolls the highest dice will start the game. From there, the roll will go to the left. You will roll, and you'll have to get 750 points to get on the table. Now, to get your points, I'm going to explain that to you. You'll have to get a 1 or a 5 when you roll. For each 1 that you roll individually is for 100 points. For each 5 is 50 points. Okay? There are other point values, and I'll give you a list of those a little bit later. You can continue to roll as long as you don't what we call grand Farkle or Farkle. A grand Farkle is on your first roll. You roll, and there's nothing here. There's no 1 and there's no 5. And there are none of the other special rolls that I'm going to tell you about. If you grand Farkle, your turn is over and you pass the dice on to the next player. If you roll a 1, I've rolled 2 1s here on this one, so I have 2 1s and a 5. So I have right now 250 points on the table, and I have 3 dice that I can continue to roll with. At this point, I don't really have a choice but to continue to roll because I have to have 750 points to get on the board. So I'm going to continue my roll. Now, I've rolled another 100 points, so I'm up to 350. One more roll. Now, I have a 4 and a 6, so I have now Farkled. That means that I have nothing. I've lost what I did have. The 350 points that I had laying here are now gone. So, because I Farkled. I played until I rolled until I couldn't roll anymore, and I lost what I had. So, you don't want to do that. Once you get your 750 points on the board, and you can stop at any point. If you get 100 points and you say, oh, that's enough for me, then you can pass the dice on to the next person and you're done. But you have to get that initial 750 to get on the board. Now that I've given you that, I want to tell you too that you have to get, to win the game, you have to get to 10,000 points. Exactly. That sounds easy, right? So, to get to that 10,000, you're going to build up your points, and then at the end, if you roll over, let's say you have 9,500 points and you have to get 500, and you roll 600. Then you've just rolled over and you're stuck at 95, and it passes over to the next one. It's sort of like a Farkle, but not really. You just lost it. You rolled it, but you can't use it, so you lose it anyway. Now, I want to tell you about the rolls, the special rolls that I told you about. 1s carry special value, okay? If you roll more than 1 in a roll, you have to carry, if you roll 3 1s in a roll, in 1 roll at a time. So if I rolled these dice all at once, and there's not 3 1s here, but if there were 3 1s right now, that would be worth 1,000 points right off the bat, okay? If there were 4 1s there off of that 1 roll, that would be 2,000 points. 5 1s would be 5,000, and 6 1s would be an immediate win. Game over, I just won, okay? Another special roll would be 3 of a kind of any other number. So if I rolled 3 2s, it'd be 200 points. 3 3s, 300, 4s, you get the point, correct? So those are always good for you, but it all has to be in the same roll. You can keep adding to it, but it has to be in that same roll. Does that make sense? Okay. Now that I've told you about that, let me tell you about 3 pair. If I threw these dice down right now and I rolled 2 2s, 2 4s, and 2 6s, that would be worth 750 points. Okay? If I threw the dice down right now and I rolled a 1 2 3 4 5 6, that would be 1,500 points, just like that. If I threw the dice down right now and I rolled 3 2s and 3 6s, that's what we call trips. And that's worth 2,500 points. Okay? So those are rolls that you really want to get, especially if you're trying to catch up, if you're really behind. So, I've given you your special rolls. And it's really easy. The game's really, really easy. It's easy to pack it up and take it with you. It's fun. It doesn't sound exciting, I'm sure, right now, just at this moment. But when you're all sitting there and everybody's just like trying to rush to that 10,000, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. We all, try to be the Farkle Queen when we get together and play. But so I wanted to tell you, and I want to challenge you to make sure that you pack your dice and your pencil and paper next time you go on vacation, so that when it rains outside, you have something to do when you're stuck in your hotel room. Okay? All right. Have a good time playing Farkle, guys.